guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just finishing up this project here. This is a 2-acre project. We actually just did about an acre of clearing. Anywhere you see this grass seed, it was just full. There's 27 trees total. We pulled out all the stumps and regraded it and everything like that. But we came back several months later to do maintenance on the whole entire estate here. So this has been our most popular service last year or so, probably becoming one of our main services at this point in time. Guys are down there, ground crew doing their thing. We're stacking up piles, got the grapple truck on the way in. There's some piles out front, probably altogether about 100 yards coming off of this property. But we sell it on a day rate. So what we do is we come out and we assess it. In this particular case, I think there's 22 or 23 total oak trees. Some of them are laurel, some of them are live oak, a few of them are pine. There was a bunch of areca on the bottom. I don't really know what the exact count is because when we came out, I looked at it and said, all right, this is going to be a 2-day project, and it's 3 p.m. on the second day. We're basically just doing the details of cleanup. There's no way that you can do a higher value tree service offering than at the day rate that we offered. So we did it at a $2,800 day rate. Bring a self-driving lift. That's kind of the key to the equation. You can, when we started this service, we actually rented a few self-driving lifts, and that's kind of how we figured out what size we wanted and speed we wanted and everything like that. But the idea is that you have a ground crew. They've got a bobcat over there. You've got a grapple truck coming and taking care of the waste. And so the ground crew is just keeping up with the lift or lifts. We've done projects where we'll run 2 or 3 lifts. But on this particular one, 2 acres, 2 days, I would say medium amount of oak trees, 1 lift, and a ground crew is going to keep up with the fine. And that's the best way to sell it that I've found. And so we've got our day rate of 28. We'll do a multiple day. So if it's 3 days or more, we can leave the equipment. We don't have a set up and tear down day, back-to-back days. We'll do a $2,400 or $2,200 day. It's 24. Yeah, and then if we do a week, it's just an even 2K a day. So it's just a 10K week. We don't do anything smaller than a 10K week because we tie up all of our gear, doing so. But this is the most efficient way to transport off 100 yards of waste on a 2-day project. With all of the trees haven't been done. This property was hit by a storm 2 years ago, and so we're actually just out getting some of the details and some of the things that didn't look terrible right after the storm, but a year and a half later you can see like that branch is broken off, those leaves are now no longer on it, that one's about to die, etc. And we're just kind of reshaping them and getting some of that back to the trees. And this property had never had that before, so new homeowners, I can tell these trees have never been trimmed. And so we'll be back typically every 2 to 5 years when you do a service like this. I'll recommend on this one probably a 2-year window because we want these trees to reshape. There was so much storm damage in the middle of those trees and limbs that were just broken off that we want them to kind of puff back out and then come back in 2 years time, maybe a year and a half, and then get some of that, a better shaping to it, so that it'll kind of regrow back into a normal tree as though it didn't have a main limb cracked off in the middle of a hurricane. So that's kind of the service. I think it's the way to go. And the trucks that we bring in to pull some of this stuff out, we'll if on a multiple day, like a 3-day or more, we'll have 100-yard trucks come in. We pulled 800-yard trucks off of a project like this that was a week and a half. So it's definitely the way to pull yardage out of a just get debris and waste off the trees, get the nutrients back into the trunk system, get all that dead growth gone. And then the next time that there's a tropical storm or hurricane within that 2-3 year window, it should be minimal damage. There shouldn't be any dead branches that are down. All the branches should be young, full of sap, healthy, flexible, agile. But breeze can kind of flow through these tree crowns a lot better. We've got some of the Spanish moss out of them. So it's looking good. I'm gonna head on down and help the guys finish up.